Hello and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Christine Fenner. This show is about bringing you interesting people and events throughout our community, and we're going to talk today with Deborah Ellis Brock. Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
So tell me a little bit about about your organization.
Certainly, I would be happy to. So I work for the Wisconsin Women's Business Initiative Corporation, WBIC for short. It is quite a mouthful. WBIC was actually one of the first women's business centers. It started over 25 years ago, really at the forefront of the women's economic movement. Now we do work with both men and women. Our mission is really to focus on economic empowerment through startups, business education, and financial capability. So we work with women, low to moderate income individuals, and minority groups.
Why is supporting small business so important to our community?
Well, there's a couple of really huge reasons. There's an equity issue, really those traditional barriers to economic empowerment, really finding empowerment through self-employment, through financial capability, and through really building community. The Association of Economic Opportunity said if small business employed one person across the country, this country would be at full employment. So there's real power in economic development and small business.
So who are the communities that WBIC serves?
Okay, so we do work primarily, as I said earlier, with women, low to moderate income individuals, and minorities. However, we do that through a number of ways. We have really strong community partnerships. We work with the Madison Black Chamber of Commerce here in Madison, the Latino Chamber of Commerce, Centro de España, and many other groups that are really working towards community development.
And how do you serve this Madison population?
Okay, so that's really, we do that. It's really three legs of a stool, if you will. So we provide quality business education. So really, our classes are divided into three segments. Your dream segments are for those that are looking at entrepreneurship as an option. Really, we have a Start Smart series. So if you have a business idea and really want to take that to full fruition, we have an 8-week course for that. So at the end of that course, you have a solid business plan that you can take forward for lending or financial needs. We also offer financial capability classes, which is really building your financial awareness, really getting that grounding in financing. And then we have access to responsible capital as well.
Can you give me an example of the impact you've made on individuals or businesses or the community?
Certainly, I would be happy to do that. Since the inception of WBIC 25 years ago, 2,500 businesses have been directly financed. 8,000 jobs have been created through those businesses. 34.4 million loans have been given out to small business owners, and 50,000 individuals have been served. In 2013 alone, 717 businesses were assisted statewide in Wisconsin. 1,800 jobs were created in 2013. And as we know, with the state of the economy, that's quite a number, and 4.8 million were closed in direct loans just last year, and 3,011 people received classroom or individualized education.
So can you tell me a little bit about the classes and the workshops that you offer, and is there a fee involved in them?
Actually, most of our classes are free. We're a nonprofit, and so we have a variety of funders. There are a few classes that do have a fee associated with them because of the curriculum itself. However, we do have the ability to have a sliding scale on those or a scholarship, because really the point here is not to create more barriers for individuals who have a dream. Really the slogan of WBIC is putting dreams to work, and so we really try to make our classes highly accessible to individuals.
Can you give me some examples of some of the classes that you offer?
Sure. As I was mentioning earlier, we have a variety of classes, and we really put those into three categories. So under the classes that are your dream classes are really like, is entrepreneurship right for you? We have Encore Entrepreneurship for those entrepreneurs 55 and up. We have the business planning checklist, researching your business idea. The Start Smart series, like I said, which is really building that business plan, getting your foundation solid. And then for those businesses really in those early phases, we have your foundation classes, which really provide, funding options, customer service, really some of those more nuanced approaches to classes. And then we have your growth series of classes, which are the QuickBooks classes and everything you really need from a technical standpoint to really make sure you have a solid foundation for your business to move forward, be successful, continue to grow, and be sustainable.
Wow, such great opportunities. One last question is, how do people get in touch with you if they're interested in learning more?
Great. So I would first recommend going directly to our website. It's www.wwbic.com, so it's wbic.com. On there you will find in all markets, because we have our South Central market here in Madison, our main office is in Milwaukee, and then we also have an office in Southeast, the Kenosha-Racine area.
Great.
So
well, thank you so much for talking with us today. Okay. And my name is Christine, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Talk of the Town. I am here now talking to Kaleem Kerr and Bill White. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
So Bill, there's an event coming up on May 9th. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, the May 9th event is a Regional Economic Summit. It's been going on for several years now. This year it's highly, we'd like to think very unusual, because we're teaming with the Urban League to harness a lot of the diverse elements that are in our region. And MadRep, which I'm the incoming board chair for, is the Madison Region Economic Partnership, also known as Thrive. And so what we do is try to harness the economic assets of the 8-county region centered in Dane County and then the counties that surround that. And we are looking very much forward to a big event of 500 or so people that recognizes and harnesses the diverse nature of our region.
In a perfect world, when this event is held on the 9th, what will the newspaper say about it on the 11th?
Well, it would say that there were 700 people there, even though we're targeting 500. I think one of the main things that we'd like to see come out of that is implementation of the Advance Now strategy, which recognizes that we are a diverse region, and we're diverse not only in racial and ethnic backgrounds, but also in gender, in age, and in regional location. Part of what I think personally our problems have been in the past is living in silos, where I'm living here, and this is where we are. And I think one of the things I certainly hope that the May 9th event will come forward with is breaking down some of these silos and working together and recognizing the value of what we have to offer.
Kaleem, why are you working with MadRep on this summit?
So the Urban League of Greater Madison, we span the entire county of Dane County. We're technically have the ability to serve a 50-mile radius outside of Madison. And as we look to opportunities to serve more people, it made sense for us to partner with MadRep because of the 8-county region that they focus on. Second, I was the co-chair of the strategy work group that came up with focus on what we would do around the issue of diversity and cooperation across the region. And so we saw it as an opportunity to engage more businesses in the issue of diversity and inclusion, and also to work with a key partner of ours in MadRep, who's really trying to do a lot to drive economic growth and development in the region.
So Bill, how did this partnership come to be?
Well, as Kaleem indicated, he was participating in the planning effort that came through there. Kaleem and I have both been involved with the diversity subcommittee that has been putting this event together and harnessing the resources. But it's I don't want to say a little bit of luck, but I think we both feel very fortunate that we've come across each other and recognizing the strengths that we have to offer.
That's and right. What outcome do you want to see from a result of this event?
Basically to take another step toward recognizing that we do operate as a region. For any of I work in a law firm, a rather large law firm, and if you just ask people, where do you live? People live very, very different places. Not everybody's downtown Madison. People will commute from all the counties around. And as you look around down the interstate, if you will, to Rock County, if you go to Beloit, to Janesville, if you go to Jefferson, if you go to Platteville, if you go to Portage, you'll find that there is much more overlap in the region than we ever really realized. So I think once we realize that, then we can maybe look a little bit toward
the Research Triangle in North Carolina, where they operate as a region. You can look at the Bay Area around San Francisco as they operate as a region, and I think we can really realize some potential.
Kaleem, I'm going to ask you that same question, knowing that your answer might be slightly different. So tell me, what outcome do you hope to see as a result of this?
Well, three things. We hope, number one, that conversation around diversity and inclusion begins to impact more businesses in Dane County than the ones that it's impacting now. Two, we really want to bring diverse individuals, and that includes young professionals, it includes various types of business owners and leaders across industry, together in the conversation of what is our county, what is our community, what is our region going to be 10 years from now, and how do we plan to get there? And then third, we want to make sure that employers understand that there are individuals out there who are seeking employment. There are groups like us, the Urban League. We're the second largest workforce trainer in Dane County to Madison College. And there are those non-traditional avenues that individuals can go through to find employment with these companies. And so we want to have an opportunity to showcase that as well. So right now we're on pace to have a really good summit and hopefully achieve those goals.
Well, thank you.
Can I add one more thing to that?
Sure.
We are finding that as we work trying to attract national businesses, diversity is a big issue. Mm-hmm. And secondly, we want to make sure the workforce feels comfortable in our region.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll be right back in just a few moments. Welcome back to Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Christine Fenner, and here with me today is Bill Boldenau and Beecher Valancourt from Infinite
Vapor.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here.
Definitely. Thank you for having us.
Excited to be here.
So tell me a little bit about e-cigarettes and how they work.
E-cigarettes at the end of the day are an alternative nicotine delivery device. It consists of a battery tank and a coil unit. Essentially, the battery will heat up the coil, burn the e-liquid through, and turn it into vapor. Inhale and exhale as normal, and you're good to go.
So, what is the vapor that's used in the juice that's used in the e-cigs?
So the juice that we use, we manufacture our own juice line, and inside of our juice we use propylene glycol, vegetable glycerin, food flavoring, and then your choice of your nicotine level from 0 to 24, so you can kind of fine tune where you want that to be at.
And who is your clientele? Young, old?
We're really looking for anybody that's trying to be tobacco free, whether it's a smoker, somebody that chews, really trying to give them a better alternative to be able to be tobacco free. And that's the cool part about the electronic cigarettes is you can start at different levels of nicotine and work your way down to zero, kind of like I am now. I use a 0 level where I'm actually nicotine free now.
Oh, so it's actually a way for people to quit smoking as well.
Absolutely.
It definitely is. We really try to target the 20+ year tobacco user at the end of the day. If you can help break their habits, you can pretty much help about anybody break their habit.
So what kind of flavors do you offer?
Anything really, from different kinds of tobacco flavors. So if you're somebody that's really set on menthol or we got probably 6 different types of tobacco flavors, and then you got anything from fruit, candy, soda, pop. You can mix stuff together. In the morning we have a cake batter flavor and a blueberry flavor. You can mix them together and make a blueberry muffin type of e-cigarette, and in the afternoon switch more to a berry, or if you like tobacco, or maybe the next morning you like cappuccino, or yesterday for St. Patty's Day we debuted our Irish cream. So we're really always evolving, and the cool part is you can mix a lot of different flavors together, so you can kind of really create what you want for yourself as well. And the cool part about our store is you can come down and actually sample all the different flavors that we have with 0 nicotine levels, so you can really see what you're buying before you buy it and find out what you like, to make sure you don't waste your money like a lot of people do online when they order something that says it's grape and it comes tasting like something completely opposite of grape, and then you throw it in the garbage. So that's the cool part about what we offer is you can come down and try them all and see what's the best fit for you.
How did you start Infinite Vapor, and how did you become partners?
Infinite Vapor was kicked off about a little over a year ago. I was a pack-a-day smoker for 19 years, and I had a friend that gave me a e-cig device to use. After a couple months, I was finally able to, kick my original habit and move on. And just through some conversations with Bill and our other business partner, Gavin Rydell, we just put together, a couple stores and got going, and just caught on. All of a sudden my mom stopped smoking after 37 years and my father-in-law after 41 years, and we just thought we were really onto something and wanted to, share with all the other communities that didn't have something like this yet. Wow. So here we are in Madison now.
So what are your growth plans for Infinite Vapor?
Ultimately, we're going to grow at a controlled pace to make sure we're able to, keep up and service our clientele and do a good job. But, our goal is to be 20 plus stores before the end of the year. Currently, we're working on another location in Madison and Milwaukee, and I actually just flew in from even Houston, Texas last night, where we're looking at opening one even in Houston. So, again, at a controlled pace, but really trying to make sure we're able to help as many communities as possible be able to actually quit using tobacco, whether it's smoking, chewing, or whatever the case might be, and just make an impact on many lives as we can.
Wow. So you mentioned that you not only have stores in Madison, Milwaukee, but other areas as well?
Yes, absolutely. We got multiple stores in Minnesota. We have a store in Fargo, North Dakota, Minot, North Dakota. Like I said, we're going to Milwaukee today and another location in Madison to check out after this, and just got back from Houston last night. So, we're going all over the map, I guess.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your business and introducing us to e-cigarettes and having us learn a little bit more about them. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate you having us on, and we appreciate being part of Madison.
Great. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with more Talk of the Town in just a few moments. Welcome back to Talk of the Town. And joining me today is Viktor Gorodinsky and Anna Gubenkova.
Correct.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you're here from the UW Russian Folk Orchestra. Can you tell me a little bit about your organization?
Yes, well, I happen to be the music director and the founder of this group. We started, I think, about 1997. So we've been in existence for a while. And the reason we're here, I guess, is because on April 6th, we will have a big gala concert. We call it Spring Gala Concert. That will involve the entire orchestra. We have our singer here, Anna, and we will have soloists all the way from Russia, from Moscow, that are coming to Madison just to perform with us.
So what kind of music do you play?
Well, we specialize in mostly Russian folk music, Russian and other East European folk music. But, we play a little bit of everything. Of course, Russian folk music is our main thing. We play, sometimes we play modern music. We usually don't play classical music like Beethoven, but we do a little of everything, really.
Viktor is a very good composer, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah, we will play one
your own
piece
compositions?
that I composed, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So,
and you brought some instruments here, and one is a little bit different than I think many of our viewers might know.
Yes, this is called a balalaika. I'm not going to play it, I just wanted to show you. This is actually a prima balalaika. We have several sizes of these. That's one of the orchestral instruments. We have 5 sizes of these, starting with this, going all the way to the huge contrabass, and we'll have 3 of them at the concert. So this is a real Russian folk instrument, balalaika, 3 strings, and it's out of tune. And we also have domras. I don't have one here. Those are oval-shaped instruments. So the orchestra consists of groups of domras, balalaikas, but we have other instruments as well. We have accordions, several of them. We have flute and oboe. We use different percussion instruments. It's a big group. We have about 35 people now, plus we'll have some guests. So this is a balalaika.
And you also brought your guitar, and Anna
Yes,
is a
I did.
singer.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So do you want to play a little bit for us?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we can do a song for you.
This is a Ukrainian folk song.
It's a Ukrainian folk song called Handzia, which is a female name. It's about a girl.
Чи є в світі молодого дитя, як як та гандя білого лиця. Ох, скажіть, добрі люди, що зі мною тепер буде. Ох, скажіть, добрі люди, що зі мною тепер буде. Гандядушка, гандя, любка, гандя, мила я голубка, гандя, рибка, гандя, птичка, гандя, тятя, мола водичка, гандя, рибка, гандя, птичка, гандя, тятя, мола водичка. Чи я мало ходить вітру, чи я мало бачив світу, чим калина найпрекрасніша, чому гандя наймиліша, чим калина найпрекрасніша, чому гандя наймиліша. Як на мене щиро гляне, серце ж моє, як підв'яне, а як стане ще біда, ти сам не знаю, що діяти. А як стане ще біда, сам не знаю, що діяти. А як стане ще біда, ти сам не знаю, що діяти.
Wow, thank you.
Сказал, не знаю, что говорится.
That was fantastic. Again, tell me a little bit more about how your orchestra would differ from an orchestra that maybe many of our viewers have gone to before.
Well, our orchestra is different because, well, you know, everybody's familiar with symphony orchestras, for instance, right? And in Madison, we have at least 3 of them. But our orchestra is different because we use different instruments. We don't use violins or cellos. We use specifically dombras and balalaikas of different sizes. So that's the main difference. And, well, repertoire, of course, too. We mostly play folk music, but we do use singers. At the concert, we will also have instrumental soloists. We will have our main soloist from Russia will play the domra, this oval-shaped instrument I don't have here. He will perform. We'll have a couple pieces with a piano solo and orchestra. So we're a very unique, we're not the only one in the United States, there are others, but we are really the very unique ensemble.
Well, we're so excited that you were able to come and share your music with us, and we're excited for your upcoming concert. And then,
So are we.
and what we're going to do is we're going to wrap up with you and allow you guys, if you want to sing us out of here, that would be great. So
Okay.
thank you for joining us on Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Christine Fenner, and we look forward to seeing you again next week, and they're going to lead us out.
All right.